A local diver who lost his legs in an accident on the water heads to court tomorrow. Rob Murphy will be at the trial of the man behind the controls of a boat that ran over him. News Channel 5's Jay Cashmere has a preview of this story you will see only on 5. Jay?
Jim, Dr. Roger Nicosia faces misdemeanor charges surrounding that accident, which happened on January 9, 2009. He will face a judge in a non-jury trial tomorrow on the Treasure Coast. The courtroom is expected to be packed as Rob Murphy relives a dark day in his life, and one steward doctor tries to defend his name.
There's no mistaking what Rob Murphy has been through. 6 surgeries, countless hours of rehab, and the emotional pain accompanied from one dark day in the open water on the Atlantic Ocean.
His actions were just awful. He willingly came directly at us at speed and didn't slow down and had absolutely no reason for it.
Rob became a double amputee in January of 2009 after a boat throttled over him. Behind the wheel of that vessel was Martin Memorial ER Dr. Roger Nicosia, who Rob says left the scene without rendering aid. Rob had just finished spearfishing on a dive and was on the surface with a dive flag near when the propeller struck his legs.
I thought that there were felonies committed and there was evidence to support those felonies.
Tuesday, both sides will be in court as Nicosia faces misdemeanor charges related to the accident. Both sides will be face-to-face. Both are expected to testify, and both are expected to paint a completely different picture of what happened that day. What Rob feels was a slap on the wrist for Nicosia and a slap in his face will be strongly contested by Robert Watson, Nicosia's attorney, who told me, quote, "The facts of the case are greatly misrepresented and undisputed. Dr. Nicosia is an ER doctor who is committed to helping others, and any notion that he is unconcerned about injury to others is misplaced. He is a highly experienced diver and is familiar with the need for safety with regard to divers. He did not violate any statute. He didn't see the dive flag because of the way it was displayed."
I keep replaying things in my head, and I know that I did nothing wrong and did everything right that day, as did everyone that I was with. And I guess sometimes that's just not enough.
Nicosia's attorney says he expects the trial to last just one day. He also added he is very sympathetic to Rob's situation. He said this is a god-awful tragedy. That's a quote. The trial begins at 8:30 tomorrow morning at the Martin County Courthouse. Nicosia could face jail time and a fine. We'll be there covering it. I'm Jay Cashmere, WPTV News Channel 5.